this is but I do want to say that this is a great little loop station. It's the RC1 by Boss, and it's the simplest possible one you can get. So if you're just getting into looping, the simplest possible one from Boss. So if you're just getting into looping, I highly recommend it. Today I'm using an RC30, which looks like that. Gives me 2 tracks instead of 1. Anyway, so this week I didn't get a guest, and so I decided to play just some like fun upbeat songs because I needed to cheer myself up, and these are mostly pop songs by female artists who inspire me a lot. This is Fierce Flute Loops, which is the third of a series of Saturday live streams that I'm doing. And let's see. Flute loops and other music or creative topics that I find interesting is what happens on here. And this week happens to be the female artists. So, yeah. Silver lining of me feeling the blues this week is that I got to motivate myself to play some fun looping songs, learn more of them than I normally would if I had a guest. And the first song I'm going to play is from my EP, and it's called The Nervous Song. And I'm just going to start playing because I've been talking a little bit, and then I'll talk about the song afterwards. So here we go. Cool. And it doesn't start with flute, so I don't know why I picked up my flute. All right. What should I use? Should use... Okay. Yeah. That was a practice one. That's it. That's the nervous song. That's a version of the nervous song. It changes depending on how nervous I am. Just kidding. It changes because parts of it are not set. Like there's a section in the middle where I'm just supposed to layer within a certain scale. And sometimes it takes longer and sometimes it takes shorter. And then the section after that is an improvised section. So that's why it changes. Thanks. I want to ask if things are getting too loud when there are tons of layers, because I can fix that if it is right now for the next song. So let me know if the loudest part in there was in any way too loud. Cool. Not seeing any problems with that. Cool. All right. Next. Yay. Balance is good. Next one I'm going to do is should have made a list. Ah, yes. It's a pop song, which I will not announce because it's fun to figure it out as it emerges from the rhythm. Cool. Yes. Look at my cheat sheet. Because I learned these all yesterday. I'm just going to turn it this way so that everybody can look at the writing on this book that I like. Okay. Got a lot of things. Okay. Okay, that's it because the loop station just decided to die. Shake It Off, Taylor Swift. So I've had this loop station for like 7 years, and it rusted on the inside of the place where the power adapter goes in. So I have it kind of rigged so that there's like an extra cord like wrapped around the cable that's like pressing it up against the one spot where it can connect. I thought it was totally broken, but I found this little way that it can work. Unfortunately, it means that that's what we get of Shake It Off this Saturday afternoon, and I will probably do an extended version of that when I learn it better and get a new loop station some weeks from now. For those of you who don't know that song, there's a lyric in it that I really love, and it's like Taylor Swift can't dance, or she couldn't when she made this video, and I was so impressed by the fact that a famous artist made a video making fun of the fact that she can't dance and being like, it's fine, it doesn't matter, people are going to tell you you're not good at stuff, and they may be right sometimes, but you've got a lot going for you, so I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop grooving. Oh wait, I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. Yeah, so that's the thing that I like about this song the most. Yeah, so just keep doing what you care about and what resonates with you in a joyful way is my takeaway. And also, it's got an amazing hook, and the video is freaking hilarious. So I'm not going to use the loop station for the third one. However, it is basically a loop because it's a groove that just repeats over and over again with a little bit of extra pizzazz on each repetition. This is a song called The Edge that is from the same album as the first song that I played, which is this. The website where you can get that is down below. And I'm working on the sheet music for this. Or I've been working on the sheet music for this in the past couple weeks and took a break. But if you're a flautist and you want to get it early so that you can tell me what doesn't make sense and help me edit it, I am very happy to give you what I have so far. So yeah, this is The Edge. Oh yeah, and I saw that my mom said hi from Honolulu, Hawaii. I usually say this at the beginning, but I forgot. I would love to hear where you're watching from. And your name if I don't know you, but I think I know everybody who's talking right now. Except for DUB00T. Maybe that's my brother. I don't know. All right. This is The Edge. So that's the edge. So much easier to play the flute and not loop, but at the same time, the opposite. I don't know how to explain that. Also, I feel the need to say whenever I go like this at the end of a song that I learned that. No, it's not the biggest thing I learned, but it's one of the main things that I learned from my undergraduate professor is how to do a proper dismount at the end of a song. So, that's Amy Porter for ya. All right. So like I said, I'm almost finished with the sheet music, but hit me up if you want it early and want to help me discern what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, because a lot of the sounds I was using don't have a standard form of notation. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Leia. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Professor Snape, for watching from West Glacier, Montana. Ha, 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 ha. You must have seen that this is the Half-Blood Prince. I have been working through the books sequentially since I moved to LA in March. I don't know why, it just seemed like a good time to start doing it. It's only the third time I've read through them, which is surprising, considering how much I love Harry Potter. Yeah. But yeah, this is a great one. All right. Hi, Nate. Thanks. Glad you like it. Even after you probably heard it like a million times. All right. Now, I'm going to position my loop station a little bit better, so hopefully it doesn't, decide to turn off in the middle. And I'm going to do a Lizzo tune that I prototyped a couple weeks ago. To be fair, it's only a little more prototyped than it was, although I did spend multiple hours on it yesterday. It takes a long time to get the button pushing and timing down, and I can say I have notably improved my looping rhythm in the last 2 days. But getting the structure of a piece to flow well is the next thing for me to work on. Anyway, this is some loops based on Lizzo's Good as Hell song, which I love a lot, and maybe I'll remember to say something about why I love it after this song. Nazca Desu. It looks like a piece of paper with a heart on it. Thank you. Cool. All right. Amy Fluffy the Vampire Slayer watching from the couch. It's literally the couch right next to me. So that is great. Okay. I made a cheat sheet, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because I made up the notation on it. Oh, guys, I guess I'm just going to have to wing it. Okay. It's going to be great. better than last time. All right. It was so much more chill than the original. I didn't actually expect it to be that way. I must have left out some like kick drum or something. You know what? This is good for me. Just flying by the seat of my pants. Because it terrifies me. So it's something I want to do more of. Thanks. Is that Uncle Matt? All right. Oh yeah, I wanted to say why I love that song. I was thinking of trying to like get a music video together where they have like a bunch of different musicians collaborating. I haven't done it because you can't. Well, maybe you could do it in these times. But anyway, Good as Hell seems like it could be a great anthem for like artists and musicians, like and actors, people who tend to and writers, people who tend to go to be judged externally constantly as part of their craft. So like going to auditions where other people tell you if you're good or not, or like take you or reject you, or like submitting to publishers and like 1 out of 100 will take you and people will tell you that you're horrible. And I just thought it'd be so cool to do like a narrative music video with people from a couple of those different professions, showing that like it's fine and it's okay that like 99 out of 100 auditions you don't win, or 99 out of 100 publishers don't take your manuscript. It doesn't does not define your worth in any way, because you got to keep doing you and making your creative things. And I can say that, but it would be easier for me to reassure myself that it's true if we made a music video that I could quickly remind myself of that concept. All right. Okay, so this last one, if you saw the little poster that I made, there's Taylor Swift, Lizzo, and then there was a violinist, and that's Lindsey Stirling. And she's the reason that I started looping in the first place is because I saw her she started on YouTube playing violin and dancing, and I saw her in person, and I was like, wow, it's really possible. I love dancing. I love playing like really upbeat flute music. Anyway, I haven't listened to her in a long time, but I thought I would take one of her songs from her first album and loop it today, just because she served as like a huge inspiration to me. And she continues to do really awesome things. I just don't know specifically what they are at the moment. She's had I think she made 5 albums since then. This one is called Moon Trance, and it's like a 4-section piece, but I just learned 2 of them because I have 2 tracks. So the most logical way to put it together on a loop station is to assign 1 track to each section of the song. And with most pop songs, that's pretty easy because you get like verse and chorus, and then you go back and forth. But with this one, playing the violin, she usually does like a rondo kind of structure, where she comes back to the A section, but then puts like a B and a C and stuff. But I didn't go there. So we've got 2 sections of Moon Trance, which is like a very Halloween-y, it's like kind of like Thriller, but for violin. And now for flute loops. Yes, shout out to Baroque Forms. That's Ellen, who was playing Baroque music here with me last Saturday, and you can find that video on my YouTube channel or Twitch. Yeah, it's on both. She's awesome. So here is a little bit of Moon Trance. Original song is by Lindsey Stirling. That is not moon trance, but it's loops based on moon trance. Loops based on 2 sections of the 4-section moon trance. Hi, Sam. Yay, glad you liked it. I like that one too. It ends up being like if I just add the delay pedal with the voices, it ends up being so creepy. And I like that. Actually, maybe I'm just picking up on liking creepy things from my roommate because I didn't like them before. Okay. Actually, that's all the songs I have. So, yeah, let's make it a short one. Thank you for coming and hanging out while I discover my RC30 loop station and rediscover the RC30 loop station. Also rediscover songs from my 2015 CD, which you could get at the link in the bottom right of the screen. And next week I'm gonna be doing a totally different style. I mean, I'll do one loop, probably not. Actually, I won't say what it is 'cause I don't know yet. But definitely, what I'm gonna do is an improvised piece with fixed media by Andres R. Luce, composer who may be watching right now. And we were supposed to premiere his work, Enigmatic Improvisations, which is based on a Jackson Pollock painting, at the end of March 2020. But the festival that we were going to premiere it at was canceled or postponed till next year or what have you. So I'm really excited to try that out next week and maybe pair it with some other improvisation things. But I shouldn't make any promises because then I'll get anxious about them. So definitely just that Andres Luce piece. And I misspoke. It's not a premiere, but it's going to be the first time I've played it, and it's going to sound different than whenever other people play it because it is entirely improvised with his guidelines and fixed media. So thank you, everybody, for coming. See ya.